special tools that you recommend for junk removal. And what I mean by that, like for example, I just discovered the hot tub sled. I put it to use with a whole mountain of cardboard I used, and everybody's hitting me up and they're like, bro, that was a good move.
I've been in junk removal for 2.5 years. When I ran, I've never seen a hot tub sled. That was the first time I've ever seen that.
Well, I want to hear from you guys. What's some recommendations that could make us, because the way I look at it is we're the professionals. So we got to have the tools that go with it. Some people are like, oh, I would never pay $500 for the sled and all. But that's what separates an amateur from a pro. You come there with your tools. Can I ask
you a question real quick?
No, you can't, bro. You never have to just say it. You don't have to. Can I ask a question?
Well, no, it's all about the build-up. So, Paul, you have been interviewing us this entire time. But Paul, I want to ask you a question. How has your girl been liking junk removal? Because I see you. How has she been liking it so far?
We love it, man. You know what it is, bro? It brought us really together, because before this, for like 4 years, I was in arm wrestling world, bro. And that's all I did, all my spare time. Every weekend, I was traveling all over the country. She would come with me and all, but she really wasn't in it. She wasn't interested in it. And also, from us being together all the time and doing this, it's brought us so much together. We're solving problems. We're building the business. I mean, I didn't even see this part of it. I didn't think of this, but it's just so amazing. It's just made us even a tighter team than we are. So I love it. She loves it. To be honest, bro, I didn't think she would be into something like this. She's lived like a.
Does she get to drive the truck? Does she get to drive the truck?
She just learned how to drive the Ram truck. She's nervous with the NPR. She hasn't tried that, and I keep explaining it's easier than the Ram truck. Like it is the.
Well, do you guys do you guys? I come from Transit Authority.
Yeah.
So do you guys know why the NPR is easier to drive than a regular vehicle or a truck and trailer? Let me have all three of your things,
bro. It turns on a dime. There's
okay.
No car.
Okay, there you go, Paul. You're done. Paul, you're done with that one. What about you? What about you, Andrew? Let me see. What about you, Andrew?
So, okay,
one explanation. Just
I flew to Miami to pick this up. I flew to Miami to pick this up. Never drove an NPR. My girl's 4'10". I said, honey, I'm too tired. I paid $50,000 for the truck. I said, honey, figure it out. A 4'10" girl jumped in the truck, never driven anything prior bigger than a fucking Toyota Camry. And she drove the truck out of the parking lot by herself, no instructions. That's all I got to say. A 4'10" girl drove this shit out of a fucking trucking parking lot from Miami after we just flew to my. That's my answer.
Okay.
A 4'10" girl could drive.
There you go. There you go. Charlie has an answer too. But go ahead, my brother Matt and JoJo. What do you think?
I would say the big windshield, and you're right up front where you can see everything, and it turns on a dime, and pretty much it.
Okay. Those are all. Oops, my bad. Those are all the red cup. Those are all beautiful answers. But, I come from a transit authority driving 40-foot, buses. And the reason why a lot of people, Charlie's good answer right there, dummy, what I'm calling me a dummy or whatever. But the thing is, people, I see this all the time. It turns on a dime and everything. People don't realize that the tires are behind you. You have a 3-foot radius over that thing. So it turns. That's why you get to make those turns so good, because the tires are sitting right there, not like a truck or a car. The tires are in front of you. See what I'm saying?
It kind of weird too, not having like the hood in front. Like
see what I'm saying?
Pull up to me here at the dump, and I think they're about to slam into me. I'm like, oh shit! Yeah. And I remember it's flat. In the front.
So you can go over that curve. You got like almost 2 feet to go right over that curve, like no, and you're not going to hit it.
Maintenance tips, Matt and JoJo, NPR.
So what I do is every 50,000 miles, I bring it in to get the maintenance done. I bring it to the dealership. I just got a tune-up. You want to get a tune-up on them at 100,000 miles. I got it done at 89,000 miles. Pretty much just change your oil, treat it like it's your baby, and don't just – I see some guys at the dumps, that pretty much don't own the trucks and how they treat their vehicles. They treat them like shit. So it's
Yeah.
real, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like I always tell the Julio, treat it like it's your baby, it's your money maker. If that thing's down, it ain't making us no money.
Well, yeah, we'll see people that are dumping
And just
and then
gassing.
they just gas it. And I'm like, why do you don't have to do that? You just dump and then move forward and the stuff comes out.
I
Like,
think
you don't
though,
have to gas it.
I think it's probably improper training and, you know, not the right employees in your business that, you know, just don't care about your equipment and just, you know, cost you.
So Paul, you're talking, I didn't mean to cut you off, but Paul, you were talking about the tools that we use on the daily or tools that we keep in our truck that I think every junk hauler should have. I do apologize for cutting you off, Yee.
That's all good, brother.
Back to that.
Yeah,
One thing I think every junk hauler should have is a tire patch kit in their car, a compressor, a blower, and stop at Harbor Freight and get a bunch of blue tarps. Super cheap, like $5 a tarp.
Bro,
and
that's
great when you're doing like
a good one.
You got to shovel some shit into a tarp and you want to just tackle the stuff back to the truck. It's a must.
Hoarder houses. I would
Hold on,
say
let him keep
there's
going.
3 things to tackle a hoarder house, and that is Vicks for your nose, and a snow shovel, and a tarp. So all you have to do is, like, you know, snow shovel all the funk, because it's funky half the time. And
what do you do with the tarp?
Yeah.
What do you do with the tarp though? Like
like the blue tarps, what I'll do if it's a nasty job, let's say there's some old ass food there or whatever, I'll grab some tarps out of Harbor Freight and I'll lay the tarp down and then we'll just snow shovel the shit on top of the tarp and the Julio will grab one side and we'll tackle the shit and we'll be able to haul hella shit out at once. And then we'll just go on the back of the lift gate. She'll push the button and we'll go up and just dump.
It's good. Like if it's so funky, you don't want to bag it. You don't want to, you don't want to put it in a garbage can. You just want to stick it on the tarp and, you know, and get it out of there. And
it's a lot faster.
We've done a job that was so nasty that we just threw the tarps away with it. That's how bad it was. Like you just didn't even want, there's shit all over it.
Now, let me ask you guys, what's your thoughts on a sled? You know, it's expensive. It's $525 and all. Would you, I mean, you guys been doing this many years and I don't see you guys having a sled. Why is that?
You know what, Paul? It's a good question. After watching your video of you pulling that thing down the fucking hill, I thought you were going to kill yourself, but you made it happen. You made it look hella easy. I'm definitely going to get one for sure. I'm going to put one in each truck.
Yeah. And then the other thing that I was told, I haven't got it yet, but I think I'm going to go tomorrow is Johnson bar. You guys have you ever worked with that? And that's for like the hot tubs, lifting.
Yeah, I got a bunch of big bars. We get them.
We get them free all the time. So, do you guys carry a hand truck? You know, a hand truck with inside the dump trucks.
So yeah, we got a regular dolly, a 4-wheeler dolly. I got a couple of trash cans in there, a blower, a drill, a sawzall, skill saw, some tarps, gloves, glasses, first aid kit.
I think
respirators.
I think what you guys said is very, very key to a lot of haulers, and it's not just for a dump truck. This could be for any vehicle, because I see this all the time when guys are at the landfill and they blow a tire. And you know, the people at the landscape at the transfer station or the landfill, they want to help you. And because they want you out of the way. So I've seen a lot of them say, hey man, you got a spare tire or you got this. No, but I wish, do you have what's it called? The fix the tire, the patch kit.
Patch kit.
Yeah. Do you have one of those? Because these guys will fix it for you right now, because they have air compressors. They could jack up your stuff. They have the tools. And I've seen the people at the landfill working on other people's equipment. But if they would have just had that fix a flat, if they would have had that plug, if they would have just had that plug, they could take that screw right out, boop, and just put that little rubber shit in there. And that's you know what I mean? That's good advice right there. I think everybody is sleeping on that if you don't have one of those.
We've done a video. I think Matt's done a video on how to do that.
Yeah, like probably like 4 years ago.
Yeah. We use blankets too. He's right. Often there's blankets laying around, and if you don't have to use a tarp, and you could just grab, you know.
Yeah. Oh yeah. I've man. So are you guys still keeping the cat litter on the box on the truck?
Yeah, we got cat litter in the box in the truck. Yeah, we do. Because we got a person that checks us every year is to get a permit sticker out here in Sonoma County. And what happens is they want to make sure that you have a tarp, cat litter, was it fire extinguisher?
Wait, I missed that. What was this for?
It's a permit sticker that goes on the side of your truck.
Okay.
To be able to dump in Sonoma County.
Okay. I
So,
got you.
Paul, don't you dump in Sonoma County too, though?
Yeah. Yep. Yeah.
Okay.
I guess
You
I
can
have.
ask the people at the landfill
Oh
who
shit!
we get a
Are you
hold
guys
of. They'll give us the number.
competitors?
No, I mean, we're like far enough away that that we really never run into each other.
Wait,
I mean,
how
I've
far?
never really seen them on the road.
Wait, how far are you guys from each other?
About 30 to 40 minutes.
Shit,
That's
What
not that
about
far,
me?
though, right?
Dude. I used to drive an hour away. Shit.
So this is
Yeah.
the deal. When I'm more focused on going more south, I like Marin County and all. The prices are a little more expensive over there, and I'm like right there. Like I'm in the dead center of Sonoma and Marin.
Wait, where are
And
you, Yee?
I'm in that big.
Solano.
I'm in Solano County.
So
I'm
he's
probably
30, 40 minutes from me.
no. I'm
right?
longer than that. No,
No,
I
no,
don't
no,
know.
you're not.
Are all three of you kind of like in the same area?
We can be.
It's like a triangle.
Yeah, we
We're all
can
different
be.
counties, like a little triangle.
Yeah. So the saying is, if the right price is for the right job, we're gonna jump on the highway. You know what I mean? And that's I have a national. I work with one of these storage companies where I have the Northern California contract, so I have to go to every storage property that they have, and I happen to go to one in Santa Rosa. And I just have to. I have to, even if it's a small.
Stay
little,
out our hood, bro.
Yeah,
Shout out,
right, you know
shout
what I
out
mean?
to Ignacio. We got
I have to,
Ignacio
dude.
in from North Bay Junk Removal. That's man, Jojo. You guys
Mhm.
know Ignacio too. He's over in RP.
Yeah,
What's
he's out
up,
there
guys?
getting money for sure.
Hell yeah! I've been
Yeah.
seeing Ignacio for years. My boy
Yeah.
lives around the corner from him, and I would
Who's
always pass
Charlie?
that trailer and all.
Who's Charlie, bro? He's funny.
What does he
I
say?
got a
You
question
all
for
are
you, Paul.
competition. Matt whooping that ass. You all don't want to admit it.
Hey, Paul, I got a
Yo, they're the
question.
king and queen over here. What do you expect? I mean, they're legends in the game and all.
Hey,
But
Paul.
nah, Charlie, I don't look at it as competition, man. We all love. We send jobs each other's way. And
Hang
all
on,
that.
Paul. We got a question over here from Matt.
Hey, so Paul, how much does it cost to dump over there in Marin? I've never been there. I just heard horror stories about it. How much it costs to dump out there?
My spot is Petaluma, man. I go over by transfer station over there. That's like my bread and butter, my home. You know,
We see it sometimes.
So you never go to Marin and dump ever?
I mean, I on both sides of me, I got the dump Petaluma on one side of me, and then the other exit is the transfer station. So it really doesn't make sense for me to really go. I mean, I do hit Rosa occasionally, if I got like recycling.
What's the prices over there? What's the price?
165 a ton. I think it's 168 now.
What about in Marin?
I think it's a lot more too.
Marin, right? He said he dumped a load over there, and they gave him the bill. He said, "Fuck that shit! I don't want to pay that. I'm gonna load my shit back up." I heard it was like $60 a cubic yard or something like that. So I don't know.
Yeah.
I never go out there.
San Francisco's the same way. When you get jobs out there and you have to go to the landfill out the transfer station out there in San Francisco, it's a couple $100 easy, easy, and you're just like, whoa! I don't do jobs. I'm not crossing that bridge.
It says right up to 37. Yeah, that's where you could go. That's probably the best place over there.
Is North Bay is North Bay coming to the Junk Expo? Does he have got a ticket yet? Does he got his tickets?
I see. Are you coming through? I would say.
Yeah, you
so.
going to the Junk Expo?
It's right in your backyard. I mean, if you're 707, y'all should come.
Yeah. You know what I mean?
Mountain says
it's one of the reasons why we did the Junk Expo, because we went to Junk Con in North Carolina, and after we did that, we were thinking, wow, it would be so cool to put on something like that in our area where all the local junk haulers could go and really just really level up and learn some really great things that you could implement in your business, and we can't wait to learn too, because you never know it all. And we're really surprised that there's not that many of the local haulers take advantage of it being in their own backyard.
Well,
like
Jojo, we're gonna change this, because I've noticed exactly what you're saying, and I feel like that there kind of is like. I feel like they kind of look at a competition going on in the area and all, and I'm trying to change it. I'm trying to be cool with everybody and kind of show them that we're not trying to cut through competition. And guys like Charlie was saying, we're at competition because we're in there. No, it doesn't have to be like that. We all could be cool. And I am coming cool with a lot of the other junk haulers, and I'm pushing it. I'm like, yo, guys, this is a good place for you guys to come through. All of us to connect, network with each other. And I think the 707 is making a good example right there. Just from
Yeah.
that, I've been talking with Ignacio, North Bay, and all, and I feel like people are seeing how other people are working together,
Yeah,
and now
no
they're
doubt.
realizing,
We,
it's better to work as a team.
Also, if you think about it, we're going to learn so much at the Junk Expo because there's so many amazing minds that are speaking there, right? And it's like, yeah, we're all competitors, but we're not looking at it like that, because if we were, we wouldn't want anybody from the area to come, because we're going to learn so much at the Junk Expo, right? You're learning SEO.
So guys, forget everything I just said. None of you guys should go. Hate us. Don't come to the expo. You don't want to learn any of this shit. It's all bullshit.
Yeah, no, seriously, people that are coming to the expo are going to learn so much and then implement it into their business, that really, if you're in an area where somebody's going to the Junk Expo and you're not, you're going to be a little left behind. And I'm not just saying that, like if you're not going to learn the things that I'm going to learn to implement in the business, and I plan on implementing everything that I learned from the Junk Expo. So, if you're in my area and you're not going to the Junk Expo,
I got a question for you guys too, and he says, what do you guys think about the Equipter trailers, mostly used for roofing, but why not junk? I'm not sure what that is.
That's the one that lifts up, I think, the bigger truck that you park on a driveway, and the whole load lifts up. I think that's what he's talking about.
You know what? I've seen those before. If that's what they're talking about, they're pretty badass. We stay away from any roofing material. We just stick to the easy shit. I mean, that's pretty damn easy, though. You can lift it up and just get it loaded up and bounce.
Well, what she was saying is it's used for roofing, but why aren't people using it in junk removal? That was her question.
A lot of cool to be able to lift it up to like a 3-story apartment complex and just dump the shit over there.
Yeah, I gotta see this. I don't even know what you guys are talking about. I gotta.
But
check this
out. A lot of people are not going to want to pay that price. When you have that big vehicle, you got to charge a big price, because it's a lot of money. That's 100-gallon tank right there, probably, that you got to fill up, and it's probably diesel. So, and then the insurance on that thing, and especially if you're going to do it for junk removal, once they find out you're going into the landfills, they're gonna you might have to talk to Toby about that.
So Paul, you should buy one so we can play with one.
Yeah, I just buy one, Paul, so we can all play with that. And
why don't the 707? You got 3. Why don't you all start throwing in, man? Get the kitty fun going on over there, man.
The 707 connection. We were just talking about all getting a warehouse together. Getting a warehouse together where we can bring the vehicles, we could parlay. We could talk, before you go home and take your boots off, we can come and meet there and talk about the day. And
Mr. Yee, me and Matt and JoJo, we were talking about the same thing weeks ago, man. We were planning on getting somewhere. We just didn't want to tell everybody yet.
Yeah, we might have to beat you guys. We might have to beat you guys. And also we can create a podcast in there, and a little area in there where we do our things. But it gets so hot. Like, man, you go to that warehouse, like, bro, it's 100 degrees in there. Shit, what are you gonna do, man? Shit.
JB Holland says, bro, I have 4 other junk removal businesses in my area, and we all talk and help each other out when needed. Do you guys, Matt and Judo, do you guys talk with any other companies, like locally, or?
Oh, we run into people all the time.
Yeah, I just talked to Overland Hauling today. He actually told me, hey, if you need any heavy equipment to knock any brush down or anything hauled away, let me know. He got some new equipment like a skidder. And then I talked to my buddy from Veteran United Junk Removal. He's a cool ass cat. I shoot him a bunch of work. What's up?
I didn't mean to cut you off, but bro, it just hit me. I was driving around Rosa, I think it was yesterday, and I seen this crazy yard, and it was junk removal signs everywhere. So I had my girl look it up. I can't remember the name, but the guy that owns it is Cedric. Do you know Cedric?
Yeah, Cedric's a good guy. He's been in the business for I would say 18 years. So
it says 2004 on his website. So 21 years.
Is that what you call it, Rosa? Is that what you guys call it, Rosa?
Yeah, that's
the row. The row. Don't come to the row. Don't come to the road tripping. Let me tell you that right now.
Now, Cedric's been in the game for a long time, and I like one thing he said. He's made so much money in the trash business. He was out here doing it before anyone else, and he was like, you know what? He's like, I reinvest all my cash into real estate. So he
Oh,
has
shit.
his
What's on
family
the,
living in houses. He has, I mean, he killed it. I mean, he's still killing it. And one thing I liked about him is he told me, you know what, Matt? He's like, I have a certain dollar amount I want to make every month. And after that, I turn my phone off and I hang out with my family. So I thought that was hella cool. You know what I mean?
I got to find him, man. I definitely got to get him on, man.
Hey,
That was
Charlie,
impressive seeing that yard. Yeah,
Charlie